Hello. I have been waiting to say this sentence for 5 torturous weeks. I have finally completed the idol. Yes, I have finally finished the idol. Sam Levinson has finally released me from his sex-filled prison. I can now live life and review great movies and shows for once. You guys have no idea how happy I am to finally end this flipping series. The weekend will not pop up in my dreams again, which I will be thankful for any day. To be honest, I am actually quite surprised that I did get through it. I think everyone that has watched The Idol, watched every episode, deserves a Medal of Honor. We are a little community in the movie reviewing space, a little community that needs to band together and preach how flipping terrible this show is. It's like a religion now. But before we can end this series, we have to talk about the glorious, glorious finale, the hour-long finale, because that's what we all wanted, isn't it, Sam Levinson and HBO? I say this is a finale. This is pretty much a B-Tech Doja Cat video. I'll explain that analogy later, but before we get into the whole ranting thing, let's go into the positives. Now, remember the 2 positives I had with the show throughout its runtime? The good cinematography and Lily Rose Depp's performance? Throw them positives out the window for this finale. I'm serious, it is really, really, really bad. The only good thing in this finale was the music and singing. The singing in this, the people singing, are really good. That's all I can say. You have to let him make you cry. I know you're scared. Now, I said earlier, this is like a B-Tech Doja Cat music video. Because the first around 40 minutes of this finale is just people dancing around half naked, doing grotesque dancing, showing off their privates. It is the most cringiest thing ever. It's just an elongated, sex-filled performance that you get bored of after 2 minutes. I would have been fine if they showed off probably just Jocelyn's performance, and then the tour manager says, "Oh yeah, cool, the tour's on." That would have been fine. But no, because we have no idea what we're doing. We've got to extend the runtime. We've got to get this to over an hour, remember? So they're just, shoving all this crap just to make the finale longer. So yeah, the first 40 minutes is basically just performances, but we also get small moments with The Weeknd's amazing character. Tedros is now just a flipping cocaine-filled zombie. He walks around like a zombie, he looks sleepy all the time, all because of what happened with Jocelyn last episode. They introduced this plotline in the finale for some weird reason where one of the label executives talks to Tedros and she says, "Oh, you're the reason Jocelyn is great now. It's not all her work. You did all the work." And that's it. That is it. It doesn't go anywhere after that. It's just not even 2 minutes, not even 1 minute. And them just talking about that. And that's it. That's the entire plotline. This episode also tries to get deep and just do some weird symbolism with Little Red Riding Hood. Gargamel flipping tells Tedros, "Oh, Jocelyn's Little Red Riding Hood. You're the wolf and I'm the hunter." And then later in the episode, Jocelyn's wearing a red hood. It's very subtle symbolism right there. So Tedros' role in this finale is to be stoned as heck, get arrested and be called a pimp online, and be involved in one of the worst TV show endings I've ever seen. So after the 40-minute performance, we cut to 6 weeks later where Jocelyn is on her tour, everyone's there getting ready for it, and Tedros comes to the stadium and tries to see if he was left a backstage pass. Lo and behold, he was, surprisingly. So he goes to the dressing room with Jocelyn and, they say hello and everything. And then he picks up the hairbrush that Jocelyn's mother supposedly abused her with. And he says to her, "Is that the brush?" And she goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "It's brand new." and Jocelyn just smiles in the mirror. Now, this makes no sense to me because it opens up the idea that Joss lied about her mother's abuse. And then we see in episode 3 that Tedros abused her with the bush to try and give her inspiration. How did Tedros not realise that the bush is brand new and that she was lying then? Why is he only noticing now? So that just made no sense at all. But then, after that, the final scene. Jocelyn goes up on stage in front of her fans. She says hello and thank you for being here. And then she says, I want you to meet my boyfriend. She invites Tedros up on stage. The label executives down in the crowd are shocked and horrified. Joss and Tedros make out in front of the crowd. And she says to him, you're mine now. And then all of a sudden we get one poorly staged final shot. The title comes up. And then it just cuts to black. Credits roll. What the actual flip? This basically stated that Joss has now become Tedros now. And is now taken over his life, is in control of him now. But if you think about it, that makes absolutely no sense. If anything, Tedros has won. Jocelyn can't leave Tedros. She can't get away from him. She feels like she needs him. So Tedros has just won 100% here. So basically the show is saying that if you want to have a successful career in the music business, you need to be abused and manipulated by someone. What a message to send to your audience. Now, I think an ending like this could have worked. I'm probably going to get a load of flack for this, but this could work. But I'm not going to get into it too much because I do want to save these ideas for a future video where I say how I would have told the idol. But let's just say that if you wanted to do this ending, do it in a way where Jocelyn actually loses. Where she can't get away from Tedros and she loses her career and it fails. Make her lose, not win. Because it sends an awful message if she wins like this. So yeah, essentially, the ending of this show is really dangerous. And if people get inspired by this, I actually dread to think what could happen to them. I really do. It's scary. This finale also has two endings in a way because we have the plotline with Diane and how she's stealing Jocelyn's image. Well, as you may know, her character has been appalling. She's hardly been in any of the scenes in any episode. In fact, episode 3, she was in it for like 10 seconds and that was it. What a well-crafted character. And in this finale, we get one scene with her where she's kicked out of the label and we get the most anticlimactic ending for her plotline. She's in an elevator, the doors slowly shut, and she said,
it was Jocelyn, wasn't it?
What an appalling way to end this trash character's development. I actually really feel sorry for Jenny Kim, who plays her, because everyone was labelling this as her big breakout role in film and TV. And yet she's hardly in it. Most of her scenes were apparently cut out. And I really feel bad for her, because she's not bad in this. She's actually not doing a bad job. She does a decent performance. And I really hope she just gets some more projects in the future, because I think she has the potential to be a solid actress. We also get a conclusion for Leia, Jocelyn's best friend. Oh my word. So, because she's going on tour now and she thinks that she's giving in to Tedros, she leaves Joss's life, leaves a note on the bed, and goes. We never get to see what the note says. We don't see Jocelyn dealing with the fact that her best friend is gone. She's just gone. Just gone, disappeared. That's it. It just felt like Sam Levinson just wanted to rush all the endings. And he wanted to do it in the most unsatisfying way possible. Every ending is out of place, jarring, out of nowhere. In fact, some plot lines don't even get concluded. Remember Rob from the previous episode? How he was getting framed for rape by Troye Sivan's character? Yeah, that's mentioned for like 2 minutes and that's it. We never know what happened to him. Did he go to jail? Did Joss bail him out? We never know. What happened? Now, earlier I did say forget about the two main positives that I had with this show. And I 100% mean it. Lily Rose Depp wasn't that great in this finale. She did a good dance scene, I'll give her that, but I don't know, her performance just felt really uninspired, and it just looked like she was just droning through it just to get it over and done with. I don't really know how to explain it, but that's how it felt to me. The direction was also just really uninspiring and just bland. Like, it's just there, it's competent, there's no interesting shots, there was one good shot. That was it just felt uninspired. To be honest, it just felt Levinson wanted to get this over and done with. It really just felt like, oh, you know, the people don't like our show, so let's just get it over and done with one episode earlier. It felt like 2 episodes were just crumpled together in one, just to get the show done with. And it just shows how bad and little faith people have, or had, with this show now. Everything with this finale and the entire show was awful. The narrative was awful. The acting ranged from solid to awful. The dialogue. How HBO thought this show was of good quality to release on this streaming service, I do not know. It's the most baffling thing ever. The original director, Amy Seimetz, or Seimetz, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, had a vision, wanted to highlight the dark side of the music industry and how it could affect an artist. She gets kicked out because other people made mistakes. They bring in Levinson, who basically just made porn.
You're just ruining it. Look at my lips, you're ruining it.
I think Levinson, the people that got in the way of Seimetz, the HBO executives should all be ashamed, because this show was just disgusting. And it's easily one of the worst shows I've ever seen. Do not watch this show. Even if you're intrigued to see, oh, is it so bad it's good? No. No. Sorry, no. It's a 1 out of 10 show. Do not lay a finger on that spacebar button if you go on HBO or whatever other streaming service it's on. Because it really is just that bad. The one great thing that this show did is that it's now probably one of my most popular series on YouTube. So, it's got that at least. I do want to say thank you to everyone that's watched these videos, because despite how much I hated watching the show, I did enjoy making the videos on them. So yeah. Thank you so much for viewing them and supporting them, the positive feedback. Really do appreciate it, guys. It means a lot. But yeah, that's the end of this review and my reviews on The Idol. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have been brave enough and strong enough to watch The Idol, please let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Always love to hear your thoughts. Have a good day. And see you later.